Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today you'll see me in Truro because John had, my husband, had a dentist appointment today. And so last week he said, you fancy coming to Truro with me, having some lunch, and then he'll go off to the dentist and I could go off to the charity shop. So I was never going to say no to that, was I? So anyway, enjoy the video. It's going to show you going around a couple of, I only went to 2 charity shops. I did find some really nice things, not an awful lot, but one in particular, a real one-of-a-kind kind of thing. So anyway, enjoy the video. There's lots of sunshine out. I don't know whether I included any of the sunshine in the video, but it's really, really sunny here at the moment in Cornwall, and Cornwall always looks best in the sunshine in the spring before all the visitors arrive. Anyway, enjoy the video and I'll see you after the video of going around the shops so that you can see what I got. so I've been to Truro today, and as you can see, the cathedral is in the background chiming, so it must be 3 o'clock. I bought some beautiful things today. I only went into 2 charity shops and I filmed in, I think, both of them. But a really good, unusual set of things that I bought. Not many, just a few. One hand-painted mirror, which is amazing, and I think it's probably 1980s. Anyway, I'll show you everything when I get home and unpack. See you in a bit. So I hope you enjoyed that video, going around just a couple of different shops. Truro is more expensive. It is our only city in Cornwall, and it's only a city because it has a cathedral. I think I've said that on another video. But the prices are more expensive over in Truro. So the items that I was looking at, you probably saw like some of their artwork, and I struggle to see how they sell anything, especially in Oxfam, because some of their artwork was really mouldy. It might be an original watercolour, but it's really mouldy. Some of them are broken or slipped, and they're asking £20 for it. And I mean, no resellers will touch that anyway. But I don't know how many people would actually pick something like that up and buy it. That's my opinion. But if it's broken or if it's mouldy, you're not going to get those mould spots out of a painting. So they should be asking less, or not even selling those kind of things, because I think they are so damaged that I wouldn't even try and resell something like that. So I don't know how many people would want them in their homes. But that's my opinion. I just struggle to see that kind of pricing. I think the rest of it, fair enough, and I understand they need to make the money. But yeah, the pictures, some of them were in such a state. Anyway, the things I got were not. So first of all, in Bernardo's, I picked up this. It's a Honiton pottery. It was £4.50. So as I said, a little bit more expensive than I normally pay for, especially for a trinket dish. It has got the name of the pottery on it. I don't know what age it is, but it was quite a pretty piece, I thought, and quite nice colours. Just a trinket dish. I think it might be, it sounds like stoneware, and the rim feels like stoneware. So I think it's probably a little older. I would say, at a guess, 80s to 90s, but it might be more a modern piece. I'm not sure. I don't even know Honiton pottery, whether Honiton pottery is still around. Honiton's in Devon, which is right next door to Cornwall, which is where I live. So it's kind of a coppery colour, quite pretty. To be honest with you, when I went to Bernardo's, there was nothing in there, and I think it was a kind of a, if you're a reseller, you'll understand, you feel like you have to get started somewhere, so you pick something up even if you don't really want it. And I think that was one of these buys, because there's no way I'm going to get a good markup on that to resale. I reckon that will probably resell for at the tops probably £12, but I might be wrong, but I think that's probably what I'll get for it. So not a massive markup, and that was definitely a purchase that if I'd seen that in Oxfam, the second shop I went into, I wouldn't have picked it up. But because I was scratching around and desperate to find something, I grabbed it anyway. So the next one was from Oxfam. This was £1.99. Now this is the kind of thing I like. It's really unusual. I don't know whether you can see that is like almost like a diorama inside a paperweight. So all those little plants, you can't see from there, but they're 3D because they are whole. They're dried flowers. There, and I've got the original label. It's from Colorado, Rocky Mountain Wildflowers, that's what it's called. And it says these wildflowers were preserved by a special process to sustain their colour and shape. Well, it hasn't really sustained their colour an awful lot. The flowers have all faded, but I don't know how old these were. They had violets, bluebells, blue something, forget-me-nots, and anemones, I think it says. And this is from Colorado. So but I did think it was really unusual anyway. I just loved it because it's like 3D and it's like miniature. So anyway, so that was the first one. That was £1.99. Then I came across these 3 items, all separately boxed, but all part of a set. These were £3.99 each. Again, like I said, I have to pay a little bit more in Truro, but the items, I mean, I've got the original leaflets to go with these, and it does say Peter Bates Limited from Hampshire, and it's the miniature world of Peter Bates. And there are these. So they've got a brown leather velvet on the back, or fawn colour. I would say that's probably 80s. And they're little miniature hanging brass, solid brass, or brass plated with a little circle. So that one is a mare and foal. Then we've got 2 grey horses there. And then the third one is 2 Cavalier King Charles Spaniels there. And I just thought that they, you know, if somebody, you know, the decor these days, people have like a tree, like a branch, and they spray it a colour and they have things hanging from it all year round. And I just thought, actually, that's quite nice for kind of a rustic cottagecore kind of hanging decoration. So I picked them up. I don't know whether they'll fetch much. I will sell them as a collection. So they were £3.99 each, which gives me a total of £12. I don't know how much I'll ask for them, but they are pretty nice. So I will try at a certain price and see what I get for them. Okay, and then I picked up, completely unrelated, and this has got the artist's signature on the back. The artist is Julia F. Gibson. It's in English and it's also in, I want to say it's in possibly Spanish. And this is made, it's on silk, and there's some dried flowers. It says the flowers in this picture have been lovingly grown and prepared by the artist herself. And again, in a brass frame with a hanging loop on top. But I just thought that was really pretty. And it's lovely blue and green, so I'm sure that's silk on the background. It certainly looks like silk. Okay, so that was the kind of fancy ones. That was £4.99. So again, a little bit more expensive. But then I've sold 2 of these this week. A melamine tray. Now this is a smaller one. It's by Imperial, melamine base, and it's a British made one by Smith of Guildford. And as you can see, it's a lovely traditional horse drawn plough. Yeah, and it's in good condition. These trays tend to keep their condition because they're just so hard wearing. It's got the braiding around the edge is also plastic, but it's very cottagecore and it's very retro. And as I've seen this week, I've sold 2 this week. So different designs on them, but I think they're quite popular because because of the light colours. I think it matches kind of spring decor and neutral decor as well. Okay, the next, now this I believe is a print from an artist called Mike Nance. I have sold an otter picture before, and I also sold an otter and a squirrel picture not long ago as well, and this is a very similar image. There's no signature on this, but I have a feeling if it's a print, it's taken from a bigger picture and the signature is kind of further down here. So, but I just thought it was really cute. There's no fixings on the back at this point, but easy to fix one in, and I think that's probably late 70s to early 80s, judging by the frame. So they always sell really well for me, those kind of nature images. Now a couple of the last items here, I've gone in a different direction. So first things, I picked up this for £2. Sorry, the picture was £3.99. I picked this up for £2. The 1991 to 1992 Miller's Collection Collector's Cars Price Guide. So car enthusiasts will probably be all over this. It's well illustrated. There's lots of colour photos and black and white photos of all the old classics. As you can see, Capris there. I remember the Capris. Yeah, loads and loads of pictures, black and white, and there's colour too, as you can see. Lots of details and lots of details about the cars. So I thought, oh, it's £2, and I thought for coffee table styling might be a good one. It's a lovely dark green as well, which is nice, and it's got a nice spine on it, so it's quite a good nick. I've just got to try and clean off the sticky label, but I've got some stuff to do that and give it a bit of a clean. But inside it's lovely and clean. Seeing as it was done in the 1990s, it's really clean inside the pages. It doesn't look like it's really been looked at, so that's nice and clean. And then this one is from, I think it's 1976. Very kitsch, the way they spell complete, C-O-M-P-L-E-A-T instead of E-T-E. It's the Complete Home Winemaker and Brewer by Ben Turner. It's absolutely lovely. It's very, very 1970s. I mean, I remember my mum and dad having books and also I think maybe vinyl with album covers with this kind of very, very retro writing. And inside it's got it's all hand sketched. You've got some kind of black and white pictures here, but there's also some lovely colour illustrations as well inside this book, which I think are just beautiful. They've all been sketched, and you've got all the recipes. Blackberry dessert wine for one, and that's September. So obviously this is going by the month. There's July, June, January. And this is the home brewers and winemakers calendar, and it's got all the veg that you'll get in January, although I know we get it all year round now, but all the veg you'll get in January and what to make with it. White table wine, you've got white rosehip and orange social wine. So I just thought that was fab. So I think I'm going to put this one on the website. Maybe have another category. I don't know. But if not, I will probably put it in the earth edit because it's very earthy. It would look fabulous on a coffee table, and it's a really good talking point at parties as well. I mean, how much fun to actually try those recipes. I mean, some of the ingredients might not be able to get anymore. Last thing, and this one is definitely going on my website. This is a one of a kind. Maybe they've been seen before. I've never seen one like it before. They might be made before. I don't know whether this is by a unique artist or whether they were mass produced, because I haven't done any research yet. It's very heavy, so it'll be quite costly there as a purchase. The postage might be quite expensive, but look at that. Isn't that amazing? So it's a mirror and it's hand painted, and you've got a bird and you've got reeds and what looks like water. And I just thought, there's my camera there. I just thought that was really pretty, really quite special. What do you think? Let me know. Anyway, so that's that. That's everything that I got today. What do you think? Is there anything that you liked? Is there anything that you brought back memories? You know, a lot of this stuff does evoke memories, doesn't it? That's it. I'm going to stop waffling now and go and get on my day. Have a lovely day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please give me a like, pop a comment underneath, and if you click the bell you can get notifications when I put another video up, and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch my journey in the reselling world. Thanks for watching. Bye.